Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to Celio's Network. Today I'm just going to talk about some Pokemon TCG products and just the overall accessibility of getting into the game or getting back into the game, especially for players looking to play a little bit more casually on a budget at League, but still competing for prizes at smaller tournaments, or still just having competitive games with their friends or their community members at leagues and things like that. It's really easy to get into the game right now, more so than it ever has before, because of the products that Pokemon is putting out. Just before we get into this real quick, the site I'm on right now is potownstore.com, and you can get pretty much any ptcgo codes here that you want. Even the special things like the toolkits, the battle deck codes, from the tin promos to packs and everything like that. And if you do decide to shop here, it's super easy. They email you the codes, and you can use code CELIO for 5% off over there. Link is down in the description below. But there's several products that I want to talk about and how good of a job TPCI is doing with these products and making it accessible, especially for younger players. If their parents don't want to go like on TCG Player and buy a couple $100 of singles for them to have a competitive deck, and a lot of times what happens is players will go to League, they'll go buy a starter deck, and they'll get beat by everybody, and it becomes boring for them because people don't want to play against a theme deck. They don't want to play against other people's real decks. They're always losing. And these League battle decks are just one of the ways that I think it's really accessible and easy right now for players to get into Pokemon TCG, at least in the standard format right now. Most leagues will do standard format. Of course, right now we don't have a lot of leagues going on because of the pandemic, but once we get back into it, this is really nice. For anyone watching this that is a newer player, you might not know about the standard format rotation, but every year at the end of the summer, a few sets rotate out of standard format, and so those will no longer be legal for standard format play. What's nice about these Pikarom and Reshizard battle decks that I'm about to show you, they look a little bit like this. Also, shout out to PokeBeach, which is the site I'm on right now. These League battle decks, they don't have any cards that are being rotated out of them. So these released in May, and these deck lists, they are all standard format legal after rotation happens. So you buy this deck, maybe you're watching this for your son or daughter, someone younger, or you're watching it for yourself and you want to get us a pretty competitive deck for League. These decks are rotation proof, so you can buy this deck and it will still be good after rotation happens for the rest of 2020 and most of the year of 2021. These decks will be standard format legal. Now, that's not to say they're going to be extremely competitive for the next year and a half or year plus, but they will at least be legal for you or your child to play at leagues and tournaments in standard format. These will be legal, so that's really great. The next part that's really great about these is the value. So these are MSRP at $24.99. I know they're sold out a lot of places, but if you get lucky, you can find them like at Target or Walmart or GameStop or something like that. And if not, they're probably up to about $35 on Amazon and eBay. But the value is really there. So you're getting 3 tag team Pokemon cards in this. You're getting 2 Pikarom and 2 Raichu, or sorry, 1 Raichu. But you're getting 4 Jirachi. Now, Jirachi with Stellar Wish is a very important card in the standard format currently, and I think it'll still be really good post-rotation. You're also getting a ton of playable trainer cards like 3 Professor's Research, 2 Quick Ball, 4 Pokegear, 2 Marnie, 4 Switch. You're getting a lot of consistency cards that are going to help you play the game most games, and it's a very efficient deck for such a cheap price, and you're getting it all in one nice package. Also, a lot of different skills will be learned playing this deck. You have energy acceleration with Tapu Koko Prism. You have energy management with Pikarom's full blitz attack. You have Stellar Wish. You get to choose a card, and that adds skill to it. Whether you want to Marnie or Professor's Research your opponent, or if you want to draw more cards or Marnie your opponent, this is it could be a very simple deck to play against other people in League, or it could be a deck that you really put your skill into and learn how to make it even better. So great value. And also for the reshizard deck, now you're not getting Jirachis in this deck, but this is a different kind of deck. You're playing Green's Exploration, no Pokemon with abilities, and a ton of good trainer cards like Green's Exploration, Pokemon Catcher, Cynthia Caitlin, Mallow-Lana, Pokegear, Reset Stamp, Fire Crystal, Energy Spinner, Research again. A lot of really great cards in here, and this is also a really good deck to play. This might honestly be stronger than the pikarom deck right out of the box, but the pikarom deck does get you a little bit more value because you get the 4 Jirachi with Stellar Wish in it. And of course, here are some pictures of what you get. You get some dice to play, you get the GX counter, you get a rule book, you get special condition counters, so it really sets you up nicely to start playing right out of the box with a competitive deck. This is 100 times better than a theme deck. If you're deciding for yourself or your kid whether to get a theme deck that's $10-15 or this that's like $25 to $35, it's invaluable how much better this is than a starter deck or a theme deck. If you get 2 of these and you're playing at home with your friends, with your family, whatever it is, you're going to have very fun competitive games, learn the game, and you actually get so much value because of all the good cards in these decks. Now let's move on. They actually did another really great thing. TPCI, no matter what my complaints are with them about ptcgo and other things like that, they're just knocking it out of the park with these products. So next we have the Trainer's Toolkit. Also, courtesy of Poke Beach, these images. The Trainer's Toolkit is going to look something like this. And it's really great. It's a great supplementary product. If you bought something like the League Battle decks, or you bought a booster box, or you bought some theme decks, this can really help you build a deck out of anything because of the cards it comes with. It does not come with a complete deck. That is to be noted. This is not a complete deck, the Trainer's Toolkit. What it is like it says here, everything you need to build a powerful deck, and that's really what it is. Here is the card list. We'll just read through it real quick. It comes with 2 Dedenne GX, and I will stop there. 2 Dedenne GX. These cards were $20, $25, $30 before this came out, and you're also getting the new really cute art of it as well. Dedenne GX has the Dede changeability. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to your bench, you may discard your hand and draw 6 cards. It's just such a strong attack, and this goes really well into the pikarom battle deck. So, like you can see, you only get 2 Pokemon. The rest are trainer cards, and you also get energy cards. So you really can't build a full deck out of this toolkit, but it's a supplementary product to help you build on to the decks you already have. Now, for trainer card-wise and energy card-wise, it comes with 2 of all of these cards. So, technically, I guess you would want to buy 2 of these toolkits. So if you wanted like 4 quick ball, 4 research, 4 communication, but if you already bought the pikarom deck or the reshizard deck, you already have some of these cards. So it comes with 2 air balloon, 2 boss's order. Boss's order, another very important card. It lets you bring up one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. This card is $10 to $15 before the toolkit releases, so a very, very valuable card to have, and this toolkit is letting you get this and other cards all in one compact package. So you're getting the Boss's Order, Energy Spinner, Evolution Incense, Fire Crystal, Giant Hearth, Green's Exploration, Mallow-Lana, Marnie, Metal Saucer, Ordinary Rod, Pokegear, Pokemon Communication, Professor's Research, Quick Ball, Rare Candy, Reset Stamp, Switch, Tool Scrapper, Turffield Stadium, which is probably the least playable but still a cool card, Vitality Band, Welder, and then you also get some special energies, Aurora Energy, Speed Energy, and Twin Energy. Most of these cards, if not all of these cards, if you go around YouTube and watch deck profiles and deck analyses, you'll hear these cards mentioned because they're competitive cards and they're very, very good. And you also get these really, really nice sleeves. Love those sleeves. But here's just some pictures of the cards you will get. Also, a lot of these cards are cool new arts, like the Pokemon Communication, the Reset Stamp, the Pokegear, but these are all playable cards, and that's what's so important. You also get a pack of basic energy to help you out. So if you bought some booster packs, some theme decks, the Pikarom and Reshizard battle decks, like I highly suggest you buy if you're new to the game or returning to the game, they're really great value. This will help you customize those decks and add on to them. Or like I said, even if you bought a booster box and you need some core to your deck, the staple trainers, the staple Pokemon, this is going to help you out with that. Next, for the next set, which we are getting, it's not called Infinity Zone, the name is escaping me right now. Darkness Ablaze, that's our next English set. One of the strongest cards in that is Eternatus V and Eternatus V Max. They're actually releasing a tin that they've already shown with Eternatus V. Really, really great to see that. These are coming out September 4th, pretty close to the release of the main set. And you can get Eternatus V in a tin so soon, and this is a playable card. It's great that they're making these cards that are playable and competitively viable so accessible to newer players or younger players or people on a budget, however you want to say it. Next, but not least, the Eternatus VMAX Premium Collection that's coming out in September. You get 6 packs and full art Eternatus V and Eternatus VMAX. Not only are they very cool looking cards, they're very strong cards. This is retailing, I believe it says, for $39.99 according to PokeBeach, but you're getting an Eternatus VMAX and an Eternatus V. Now, not only is this actual product what's important, but this is going to make the Eternatus VMAX cards cheaper in the singles market. So you'll be able to access these new playable decks for a lesser price, which is really, really great. So, like I said, I suggest you get the League Battle decks if you're newer, and then add on to that with the Trainer's Toolkit. If you and your family, or you and your child, or you and your friend are starting to play, and you each grab one of these battle decks and you grab a toolkit to share, or you each grab a toolkit, that's going to be invaluable. I wish we've had this all along, but I'm so happy we have it now, because for players coming into leagues with, you know, piles of old cards that they can't even legally use, or just a theme deck that's not fun for them to play because it doesn't really function too well or stand up to the meta and stand up to competitive decks, this is what we've needed. And I'm really happy TPCI is doing this for the players. So I hope this video helped you if you're looking for these decks, or you just wanted to know the value of them. I didn't put the actual like monetary value, because when a deck like this comes out with valuable cards like Jirachi's, the new printing of Jirachi, the price is going to change. The originally listed Jirachis are going to change. Same with the Dene. So I don't know the actual monetary value of these, but it is just so great. I can't express it enough how great it is that we can just buy a single product for 30 bucks and have a competitively ready deck that's format rotation proof. When rotation happens, you can still use all of these cards. So hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it helped. Subscribe to the channel and leave a thumbs up if you want to see more content like this in the future. And I'll see you next time here on Celio's Network.